And the WNBA regular season concludes tonight. The playoffs begin on Sunday. We mentioned yesterday the New York Liberty wrapped up that #1 seed. They have been the best team in the WNBA this season, even with the Minnesota Lynx right behind them. And the Lynx arguably have been the best team since the All-Star break, since the Olympic break. But when the Liberty beat the Mystics a few nights ago, they locked up the 1 seed. That locked Minnesota into the 2 seed. The Aces, interesting story going into tonight, have a chance at the 3 seed. However, they are resting 4 of their 5 starters. So there will be no A'ja Wilson, no Kelsey Plum, no Chelsea Gray, or Jackie Young tonight against the Dallas Wings. They would also need a loss from the Connecticut Sun, who play the Sky, in order to jump up into that 3 spot. If the Aces are the 4 seed, they will play the Storm in the first round. If the Aces were the 3 seed, they would be playing the Indiana Fever. There has been some speculation. The Las Vegas Aces are running away from facing the Indiana Fever in the first round. I think that's just silly. The Aces are the only team the Fever didn't beat in the regular season. The Fever beat every single team other than the Las Vegas Aces. And the Aces are playing spectacular basketball right now. The WNBA awards will come out next week. We will find out if A'ja Wilson is a unanimous MVP. I'm not asking, is she the MVP? Because A'ja Wilson will be named MVP next week. You heard it here. But is she the unanimous choice for MVP? I missed that she broke another record on Tuesday night's game when she had 7 rebounds in the Aces win, and that gave her the most rebounds in a WNBA single season. So now you have A'ja Wilson in 1 season setting the single season scoring record, being the first WNBA player to eclipse 1,000 points, and setting the WNBA single season rebounding record. And you continue on with her 2024 stats. She's first in field goals made, first in win shares, first in offensive rating, first in offensive win shares, first in player efficiency rating. She has done everything. Do you feel that the Aces are trying to run away from the Fever, or they just match up better against the Storm?
I think that the Aces,
or they just need a rest.
I think they just need to rest.
That's what I think.
If you're the Aces, I would assume that you would think, hey, Fever or Storm, bring them on. We got A'ja. Let's go. It doesn't matter who we're playing against. We've got the best player in the game right now. We've got a good enough team to get out of the first round. And for those of you who don't know, the playoff format is first round, semifinal, conference final, WNBA final, with the first round being a best-of-3 series, everything else being a best-of-5. And the first 2 games in the best-of-3 are home. So if you're the Aces, you're thinking, yo, send whomever you want to here. All we got to do is win at home twice. We're good to go. We're good to go. Let's rest and get all the way healthy. The other question about A'ja that I have is this the unanimous defensive player of the year as well? Could we be looking at a unanimous offensive and defensive player of the year? Because she's had a special season on the defensive side of the ball. Also, you brought up that she's broke the record for most rebounds in the WNBA season, passing a record that stood for a really, really long time. I think it stood for like a month by Angel Reese, who was the all-time leader in rebounds in WNBA single season history. So she passed that. I do believe she's first in the league in block shots as well. A'ja Wilson is having one of the most phenomenally complete seasons that we've ever seen in basketball, not just in the WNBA. So if you've got that on your team, you got to ride that all the way through. And with that being said, you would want A'ja Wilson to get a little bit extra rest and to be ready to go come playoff time. I don't think they're running from anybody. I think they just want to rest A'ja, and you'll need to, because we know when the playoff comes, can you hoop? You can? Good. You're not coming out of the game, because they don't sub at all in the playoffs. You're running 38 minutes, 39 minutes, 39 and a half, 40 minutes sometimes, the whole damn game. Yeah, A'ja needs a minute to rest and catch her wind a bit, because this will probably be, honestly, the last break she gets until the season ends for.
The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hart, live every weekday at 8 a.m.